A $40,000 electric vehicle is worth $19,200 in 5 years. Not because it broke down, just because time passed. According to iSeeCars, based on nearly 1 million vehicle sales, electric vehicles lose 57.2% of their value in 5 years. Gas cars lose 1.8%. Hybrids lose 35.4%. And the worst electric vehicle on this list loses 72%. Here are the 7 electric vehicles losing the most value in 2026. Subscribe to Average Car Joe. We do the math so you do not have to. Let's get into it. Number 7, the Nissan Leaf. It leads the list in percentage loss. According to iSeeCars, the Leaf loses 63.1% of its value in 5 years. On paper, that sounds like a budget EV problem. In practice, it is a technology problem. The Leaf's maximum DC fast charging speed is 100 kilowatts. Every comparable EV charges faster. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 charges at 350 kilowatts. A buyer looking at used EVs knows this. So the Leaf gets discounted to move. Here is what you do with this information. If you are buying a used Leaf, the depreciation works in your favor. A 2021 Leaf that cost $30,000 new might be available today for around $11,000. If you charge at home and drive under 50 miles a day, that math is actually strong. If you are buying new, understand you are starting from the top of a steep cliff, the bridge to the next car on this list. The Leaf loses the most by percentage. The next one loses the most by dollars. Number 6, the Tesla Model Y. This one surprises people. According to iSeeCars, the Model Y loses 60.4% of its value in 5 years. In real dollars, that is $36,225 gone from your original purchase price. Here's what the sticker does not mention. Tesla has cut the price of the Model Y multiple times since 2020. Every time Tesla lowers the new car price, the used car price drops too. You are not just competing with time, you are competing with Elon Musk's pricing decisions. Recharged puts it clearly. Aggressive new EV price cuts are one of the primary drivers of EV depreciation. Tesla built the category. Tesla also built the depreciation pattern. The takeaway: the Model Y is still one of the best EVs to own. But if you are buying new with the plan of selling in 3 to 5 years, build that depreciation into your math before you sign. A lot of buyers don't. Number 5, the Volkswagen ID.4. According to iSeeCars, the ID.4 depreciates above the electric vehicle segment average of 57.2%, and CarEdge confirms it. There were 716 days of market day supply on dealer lots as of May 2026. That number tells you something specific. The market is voting, and it is voting against this car. Here is why depreciation compounds on the ID.4 in ways that do not apply to every electric vehicle on this list. Early 2021 models had significant software issues. The over-the-air update track record is inconsistent. And Volkswagen priced the car at a level that made sense when the federal tax credit existed. Without the credit, the math changed. Buyers adjusted. The resale price followed. Takeaway: if you are buying the ID.4 used at a significant discount, the depreciation has already happened to someone else. At $18,000 to $22,000 on the used market, it represents an entirely different value than it did at $42,000 new. Know which car you are actually buying. Right now, there are 1,225 unsold Volkswagen ID.4s sitting on dealer lots. That is 716 days of inventory. These cars are not hard to find, they are hard to sell. Number 4, the Ford Mustang Mach-E. According to iSeeCars data from 2026, the Mach-E depreciates above the EV segment average of 57.2%. And that number has context. Ford cut the Mach-E price significantly in 2023 after Tesla's price war. Then it raised the price. Then it cut the price again. Every price swing on a new car reprices the used market overnight. Buyers of 2021 and 2022 Mach-E's have watched their car's value swing based on decisions Ford made after they bought it. Here is what the sticker does not mention. 5 NHTSA recalls. 1 covers a park module that may fail to hold the car on an incline. Recall history hurts resale. It signals risk to the used market even after the fix is applied. And the Sync 4 infotainment system has a reputation for frozen screens and connectivity issues. That shows up in used car listings as a pricing discount. Buyers know they pay less because of it. Takeaway. The Mach-E is a case study in how manufacturer decisions after your purchase date affect the value of the car you already own. You cannot control that. You can factor it in before you buy. Number 3, the Tesla Model S. According to CarEdge, a 5-year-old Model S driven at average mileage loses 69% of its original value. iSeeCars puts it at 61.5%, depending on configuration. Either way, if you paid $90,000 for a 2020 Model S, the market says it is worth somewhere between $27,000 and $36,000 today. Here is the honest explanation. The Model S is a large, expensive, aging platform. Tesla has updated the hardware and the range multiple times. A 2020 Model S buyer is now competing on the used market against a 2024 Model S with significantly better specs at a lower new price. The buyer of the 2020 car loses that comparison every time. Recharged put it clearly. Big battery Teslas are the hardest to resell in a softer market. The Model S is a genuinely impressive vehicle, but at its original price, the depreciation math is brutal. Takeaway. If you are buying a used Model S at $30,000, you are potentially getting exceptional value. If you are buying a new one at $74,990, understand that half of that money evaporates on a predictable schedule. We have reached the 2 worst EVs for depreciation in the entire American market. Both involve fire recalls, both involve luxury price tags, both involve ownership situations most buyers did not anticipate. Number 2, the Audi Q8 e-tron. Recharged puts 5-year depreciation on early luxury electric vehicles, including the Q8 e-tron, at 70% and above. At a starting price that crossed $90,000 on top trims, that means you are looking at a $63,000 paper loss in 5 years. Here is what the sticker does not mention. Audi recalled the Q8 e-tron for defective battery cells that created a fire risk. Owners were told to charge to a maximum of 80%. That is not a suggestion. That is a mandatory safety cap that reduces your already expensive car's usable range permanently. And then Audi shut down the Brussels factory that built this car. The platform is abandoned. Audi has moved on, the owners have not. According to CarEdge, the Audi SQ8 e-tron from the same family sits at 290 days of market day supply. The used market knows exactly what this car is worth. It is paying accordingly. Takeaway. The Q8 e-tron is a beautiful car built on a platform its manufacturer already walked away from. On the used market at a steep discount, it may represent value. Bought new in 2022 at $90,000, it represents one of the largest depreciation losses in electric vehicle history. Number 1, the Jaguar I-Pace. This is not close. According to iSeeCars, confirmed by Recharged, CarEdge, and multiple independent analyses, the Jaguar I-Pace loses 72.2% of its value in 5 years. That is the worst depreciation rate of any vehicle in the entire US market. Not just EVs, all vehicles. A 2019 I-Pace was priced from $69,500. Today, it sells for around $19,000. That is $50,500 gone. Here's what makes this specifically bad. Jaguar has issued 4 major recalls on the I-Pace for battery overheating with fire risk. The NNHTSA filing identifies a folded anode tab as the cause. Jaguar has known since 2020. Owners are advised not to charge above 90%. They are also advised to park away from other vehicles and structures. Then Jaguar discontinued the car after the 2024 model year. No manufacturer, no active production. The used market is now trying to price a vehicle with fire recall history, mandatory charging limits, and no manufacturer support. The verdict is simple. The Jaguar I-Pace is the worst depreciation story in the EV market. The data is not ambiguous. We started with a number. A $40,000 electric vehicle worth $19,200 in 5 years. That is the average. The cars on this list are worse than average. Some are dramatically worse. Like, here's the one thing you can do with this information. Run the full math before you buy. Not just the fuel saving, not just the monthly payment, the 5-year total cost of ownership, including what the car is worth when you are done with it. That math changes the decision for some people. It should. If you are buying used, the depreciation that destroyed the previous owner's equity might be exactly what gets you into a genuinely good car at a price that works. A used I-Pace at $19,000 is a very different financial object than a new one at $69,500. The sticker is not the cost. The total math is. We do the math so you do not have to. Hit the like button if this changed how you think about the electric vehicle decision. Subscribe to Average Car Joe for more honest breakdowns every week. Drop a comment. Does the depreciation number change whether you would buy an electric vehicle right now? And if you want to see exactly which new electric vehicles you should avoid entirely, not just the ones losing value, but the ones with fire recalls, stop sales, and manufacturers that no longer exist, that video is above. Some of the same cars on this depreciation list are on that one too. That is not a coincidence. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.